Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
He is through here. Cross goes in there.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Looking for a runner. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, they say that there's been a bit of a renaissance, Peter, at the number 10 position, and this guy, Calhanoglu, is one of the players who has really shone in recent times. He's not the quickest, but both his delivery and his distribution are consistently excellent, and once he starts finding spaces about 5 to 10 yards outside the box, he can be a real handful for any opposition.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now, he's got space here.
Played into space out wide.
Bastoni. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Plays it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Dumfries. Dumfries with the delivery. Oh, important interception. Real chance! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. Any thoughts on the goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Inter, after 18 minutes, is number 20, Calhanoglu.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Mkhitaryan. Now it's Calhanoglu. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, good-looking ball. Turns back here, probably the best option.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Trossard.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Calhanoglu. That's an imaginative pass. Dumfries. He's gone for goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Now that looks a decent ball, and he welcomes it in. So much time and space here. Chance to shoot! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Tries to play it through. Çalhanoğlu gets flagged offside. Saliba. It's a pretty loose pass. Martinez. He's on it. Can he get away?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Saka is onto this. Saka. That has been knocked clear. Well, they've got it again. Martinez. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, no question, that's a foul. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. And that's a goal kick.
Arsenal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Stefan de Vrij. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Mkhitaryan. Martinez. Martinez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's found a way through, and he has been fouled there. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. And this an opportunity to pull level. Tries a shot! That is delicious! About as smooth as it gets. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Searching pass he's played there. No, that's been intercepted. Mkhitaryan. Çalhanoğlu. Out to the right. Thuram. It's a goal kick. Saka. And the half-time whistle goes. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And the game has already resumed here. Now it's Eze, and there's green grass ahead of him. Saka could try cutting inside here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And claimed it back swiftly. Zubimendi.
Zubimendi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, that's well spotted. Taken back almost at once. And it's Eze. Trossard. And the ball's gone astray. Martinez.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Lovely, now then. Driving through the middle. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Goes for a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. Now it's Thuram. Can he finish? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
The
60 minutes played.
62,005.
Rice driving forward. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Played out towards the right wing. He has found the way through, and the shot! DiMarco. Now it's Thuram. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got away. DiMarco. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Good ball, good take. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Mkhitaryan. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Eze. And here's Trossard. Akanji. Eze.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Timber's cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Trossard.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more.
It's a mighty effort! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball.
Now he's off and running.
Good ball over the top.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Zubimendi getting this one clear.
Inter really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Saliba gets over and intercepts. Now it's Eze.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Looking for the run. Mkhitaryan. Now it's Thuram.
And there goes the final whistle.
What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
And if you do have a chance today,
Well, from
please take
behind,
some
Jim,
time
that
out
is
to give
some
your
win,
support
isn't it?
to our
They've
better
taken
game
advantage
front.
of some complacency.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And that's a throw-in.
Loose ball now, and there's a change.
And another try! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Mkhitaryan. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Martinez. Zubimendi does well to get it back. And he was quick to react. Barella. Now it's Thuram. DiMarco providing an outlet on that flank.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Martinez. DiMarco has it in a wide position, looking for options for movement.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rice. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Çalhanoğlu. Played down the flank. He's in plenty of space here. They've got a corner here, and we have our very first corner. They've played it short, and it's Çalhanoğlu. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Saka. No way through. Looking to play him in.
Oh, that's clever.
Rice picks it up out wide. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He has found the way through. Shoots! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, this looks sharp. And now a sudden chance to counter. Dumfries. And this is Çalhanoğlu. He has a look up. There's the shot! And for a moment, time stood still. More and more pressure on the ball here. Timber. Oh, that's a key interception. Mkhitaryan. Now it's Martinez. This looks promising. He's picked his way. He's having a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Arsenal are looking to go forward now.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mkhitaryan. Martinez. Bastoni turns and goes back. Chance! It's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Danger averted for now. Now it's Ødegaard. De Vrij did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Searching pass he's played there. That's a decent clearance. Barella. Dumfries.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he cuts out the supply. Nice looking ball. Pass somewhat off target. Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan! And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Ødegaard receives it in a good position here. Gabriel Jesus! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
It's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind. Subimendi. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Decent chance! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Arsenal take the lead. Ødegaard. It's Saka. He won't be happy with that one. Saka is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Looking for the run and the through ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
They've got to make this nice and quick. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ødegaard. And the shot! Oh, that was close. It's their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. And he's going to have his name taken. Mkhitaryan. Aims beyond the defence. Nice physical challenge. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. So, another set play. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's Rice. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, it's a great ball here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Gabriel Jesus. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? An opportunity then to pull clear here. Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Zubimendi gathers from the goal kick. Rice. Incapuyi. And here's Jesus. Oh, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Played into the middle.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Saka. DiMarco. Foot in. Odegaard. Cleared away. Rice. Nicked it back promptly.
Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Good ball, good take. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Barella. And it's Çalhanoğlu.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Shapes to shoot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Timber.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Odegaard goes steaming forward. Great vision. Spread neatly. Saka receives it in a wide position.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. Arsenal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Dumfries in acres of space out wide.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Odegaard could move up a gear here. Now, can they get him away? That is good alertness. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Distributed tidily. Dumfries could try cutting inside here. And he was alert to it. And that's really well manoeuvred. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats.
So here we are, another day of pride, pomp and polarisation as two tribes representing London and Manchester collide. Arsenal and Manchester United, of course, undoubtedly two of the most illustrious clubs in the English game, recent history perhaps notwithstanding. Whatever the stakes though, these matches are never dull, so strap in. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team.
Well, this is undoubtedly a mouth-watering encounter. Certainly it has played a significant part in the history of the English game.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
We have already started here. Oh, played right into his path.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. Rice. Neither side especially adventurous early on.
He's in a great position here.
That pass has been well intercepted.
Now it's Madueke.
Nicely weighted ball.
And here's Havertz.
Threads one in.
Here comes the cross. Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Madueke.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Bruno Fernandes. That is a great pick out.
Sesko!
And he's gone looking for safety.
Oh, what has happened here?
Deep cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
Shaw. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
He'd be disappointed with that.
Ødegaard. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Casemiro did well to stay calm there. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one.
And the shot!
Keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
He's there to head it! No, not the best of headers.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Oh, no joy this time. And here's Saka. Takes a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Done delicately. Some resolute defending there. There's the shot! It's there! Manchester United are back on level terms. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Saliba calmly anticipates. Casemiro played out towards the right wing. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, well measured. Now can he find a finish? Real chance! Matheus Cunha. And the first 45 minutes are up. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Ours, of course.
Manchester United get the second half started. And it's Shaw, delivered across. Chance for a shot! He can get that clear. Shaw, cross flung in towards the middle. No way through. Played back in. Plenty to it. Goes for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Nice interception, well timed. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Arsenal needed that, they really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Ball swung in. Havertz.
The
looking wide.
Match was 60,000.
Promising position. Now that's well seen too.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Tries to get it clear. And it's Timber. He's had a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Good ball, good take. Shoots! They've scored! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Havertz. Now it's Odegaard. And here's Havertz. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Header! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Well, the angle wasn't good, and neither was the keeper. He scored then when he had no right to.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Now it's Madueke. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's the delivery. Diogo Dalot gets it clear. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, what a ball! Madueke. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to...
Can he finish? Matheus Cunha. Martinez. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Matheus Cunha. Now he's got space here. That has been cut short.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Havertz. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Saka. Odegaard. He's on it. Can he get away? And that is that. Arsenal played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly. So here we are, another day of pride, pomp and polarisation as two tribes representing London and Manchester collide. Arsenal and Manchester United, of course, undoubtedly two of the most illustrious clubs in the English game, recent history perhaps notwithstanding. Whatever the stakes, though, these matches are never dull, so strap in. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Well, this is undoubtedly a mouth-watering encounter. Certainly, he's going for goal! Tried the volley, but no.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
And they're on him in a flash.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Tries to get it clear.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Saka. Looking for options for movement. Here comes the cross.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Matthews Cunha. Oh, well played, well played. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this striker, Benjamin Sesko, is someone I really like the look of, Peter, because everything about him screams target man. But for me, he's much better when the ball's on the deck. It's all about his speed on the counter and the way he cleverly attacks the space behind opposition defences.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That has not gone well. Arsenal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Saka! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Manchester United looking to pass their way through. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Shot could be on. And the finish! Eze out of this world! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Arsenal take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Nice looking ball. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Mosquera gets rid without sophistication. Chance here to counter. And he was quick to react.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And he's managed to get free. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mosquera promptly onto that, and that is that. Incapuyi. Martinelli. He is through here. Now it's Eze. This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies. That is good alertness. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
Martinez. Arsenal looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's no flag!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That'll be a throw-in. Ahmad! Just off target. And it's Casemiro. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Cleared without hesitation. Ball driven towards the far post. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
There will be one
And the shot's on here.
time.
And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Arsenal really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be
half.
expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Arsenal having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And if we're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the struck first time. Oh, it's come loose. Zubimendi. And it's Timber. Eze looking to add to his goal. Spread it left. Now, can they get him away? Capier, he's picked his way through. Hoisted in. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Eze. Saka. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Nicely weighted. Great chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Looking for the run. This looks promising. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Raya. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Manchester United disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Šeško is in a good position here, and the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, super ball. Ahmad, chance!
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Arsenal present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. And that's a poor pen.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And that's a dangerous ball. And he's there to get it away. It's an early cross. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Casemiro. Oh, that's fabulous. Thinks about the shot. He can get that clear. It's run loose here. Now it's Saka. Now it's Rice. Distributed tidily. Lovely feet. And it's made. Can he finish? Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Rice is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Zubimendi is there and he can pick it up. Timber. Backward it goes, and he's in on goal! Arsenal have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. And he's intervened well there. Casemiro. De Ligt. Diogo Dalot. And it's Casemiro. He's got away. Could move up a gear here. Decent chance!
There will be 1 minute added time.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And we're done. Arsenal are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction.